already talking there about stonks, so had to throw that one in there.
Yeah, GME as well. Great stock. All right, in the bottom left here, from Chaussee-Lautois, the Skinny Camel team. With the, oh, that logo always gets me every time. This is Firefly.
A starved camel is still thicker than a horse.
I don't think, I mean, sure.
That's an I'll allow it. This fight's not worth fighting, and I'll take it.
I'm not going to fight it. I don't think you should keep arguing with your co-commentator, especially over silly things like semantics. We would never do that.
Up here at the top right side of the map, he's a very good gamer. He's representing the goodest of gamers, Good Game Gaming. This is Good Game Gamers, Cyan.
Top 10 StarCraft intros, number 7.
Yeah, nice stream, Cyan. Lots of me fan favorite players out there. So I really like this team.
Yeah, me too. Huge fan of Nice. Have been for ages. I'm a hipster Nice fan. I liked the guy before Katowice 2019. Unlike the rest of the community.
Looking through the brochure of online tournament winners to pick names ahead, so you can claim you're a fan, right?
That's right.
So check your Twitter account. There's like tweets about just random players you're looking up, just so you can 2 years down the track, 3 years down the track, claim you were in there before everybody else. I'm on to you, Maynard.
That's right, man. I've got a couple fedoras on back order, no big deal. Just to round out my ensemble. Early. What do you got for me, Pig?
Not much, just gonna talk about the builds. Pretty straightforward for both sides. No hidden pylons this time around. So Cybercore does finish a second earlier for Firefly. He does have the favored spawn on the bottom. Gives him a 2% mining advantage for the first 3 seconds of the game.
All right. Speaking of mining advantage, there was a pylon pre-alpha called the Obelisk.
Oh, really?
And apparently it was like a super pylon, or they called it the Dark Pylon. And
is it like from Command & Conquer, where it just like zaps things?
See, when I think Obelisk of Light, right? The one that
goes
pew, and then does the one shot, like kills super heavies in one shot.
Yes.
But this Obelisk is actually like not a attacking structure. It's just a super pylon, and it would speed up mining of probes if you put it near the mineral line.
Oh wow.
Yeah.
Run in there, snipe that bad boy with your drop, get out. I can imagine Marauder drops and whatnot sniping. That would be so much fun. But anyways, Twilight Council on the way for Cyan. Firefly is just pumping units and going for the Nexus. So lots of Stalkers. Very safe opening. Could turn aggressive for Firefly. Maybe a 4 Stalker pressure, but no, more sentries coming out as well. So Cyan, yeah, definitely willing to kind of go up the tech tree a bit quicker. And that does mean he definitely could go like Proxy Gate and just try to kill or cancel the third of Firefly. That's what he's kind of set up to do, whereas Firefly's going to have a lot more scouting, right? The hallucinations going out there, checking what's going on. He sees no units at home, just sees the Twilight Council, but he's got more than enough to be safe here.
Yeah, let's lock things down quite tight. So we got a few units coming in from Cyan.
Sentry out front.
Oh, okay, and also a pile on the bottom right of the map. Oh, pullbacks.
Yeah, that would have been dangerous. Still is exposed, though. Could get 2-shot. Nice micro. Firefly looking pretty good so far. Battery can't come in too early. There we go, finally. Battery will do some nice healing to keep him alive there. Twilight Council comes up a bit later for him. Probe count, slightly ahead for Firefly. I say slightly because it is ever so slightly. And 2 Adepts and a Gateway going in. As I said, Cyan's poised to be aggressive. He's not going to make any sentries this game. So because he doesn't have sentries, he doesn't have as much scouting, it's important he's aggressive or he can get taken out by sneaky DT tech, all sorts of different things.
I like where Cyan's head's at here. You know, he was a bit more of a standard man. Oh, speaking of non-standard, we do have a Proxy Dark Shrine on the same side of the map, but a little bit further to the north down at the 3 o'clock location for Firefly. Oh, didn't get the block in. The Adepts are in.
Yeah. Oh, he hits the pylon with the first volley. Not the best micro from Cyan. The Stalkers run in, but actually a very quick pro pull by Firefly. Wow, Firefly should have lost a lot more workers. They're only 2 workers. Great micro by Firefly. Good crisis management. Behind it, he is going super all in. No holds barred in this one. Robo is on the way. It should be just ready in time for the DTs, but behind it, a Glaives all in. Dude, this is going to be just complete madness. Firefly going to Glaives tells us he is definitely trying to kill on 2 base.
Oh, man, Cyan. Okay, he's found the proxy. He can kill the Dark Shrine before it's finished. Or just depower it as well. I guess.
Yeah, I mean, you're going to build an observer in time anyway. This is perfect. I'd cancel that DT shrine, buddy. Get that money back, Firefly. Oh my god, he's going to try and save it?
Well, so not. I've had this question before, but yes, you can still warp in things if the tech structure is unpowered. Like, you can still get DTs here. As long as it's alive.
Oh, supply block!
Cyan with a huge supply block!
I guess there's no forward pylon though, so it doesn't really matter for the observer anyway. But
yeah,
definitely a scary moment.
Yeah, the DTs do have to walk from all the way one side of the map to the other. Not as bad. I guess we made a big song and dance about nothing, Pig. I guess that's what they call hyperbole.
Yeah, I mean, it's just incompetent casting, I think, from both of us, right?
I wouldn't go that far.
We got excited because we couldn't understand the game. Katz was right, Maynard!
I forgot all about that. Thanks for bringing that to the front of my brain.
We love you, Paulo. Oh
my god.
Oh my god. Oh no.
Oh god. Anyway, StarCraft's happening. We got Charge on the way here for Cyan, and boy, is his face red. My face is a little tomatoey as well after that laughing fit. Big attack for he's up a chunk of supply, but defender's advantage. Looks like he's in position. A couple hallucinated stalkers as well to fluff up his feathers. Looks scarier than he is. Pig, are you okay?
I'm alright. I'm alive.
Okay.
Oh, Adept's getting it again. That proxy gate in the bottom right working wonders for Cyan. There is still a battery here, so he can't quite overwhelm, even though he massively outnumbers there. He's got so many more units. I actually think he could have dived on the battery. Cyan maybe hesitating at the wrong time. The Adepts did get 6 probes, though. Picks a Stalker off there, and Cyan is well ahead, dude. 7 workers up. He's got Charge, Immortals, +1 on the way. And despite looking a little silly with those force fields, he's going to block this Dark Templar and continue this lead.
And DT's going to get shut down. He's getting bullied off of that third base. The Immortal's out now, which definitely adds a lot more oomph to the defending units of Firefly, even though he is down a good chunk of supply here. Charge is about to finish with Cyan, though. I think that when Charge finishes, Cyan can use that superior income to start printing some Zealots. And that is going to become a problem when he comes back to the next wave there at the third Nexus.
Has to, forgot his own key, so he had to kick in the door.
Oh, it happens all the time to me.
Yeah, man. I have many memories of always having to climb on a wheelie bin and pull a fly screen out of the window of my my old place. But anyway, here we go. Stalker's coming forward for a bit of a poke. Oh, it's just another distraction. I love the 1-2 punches. Cyan just really picking Firefly apart.
Yeah, man. These Adepts continuing to get warped in, and every time they continue to find more and more probes. Probes that Firefly cannot afford to lose.
Oh, man. Stalker's going to go in, but he doesn't want to overcommit. Cyan is being a little overly cautious. Definitely Cyan is kind of one of these macro players who likes to pick away, take the safe trade, run away. Like, distract you here, hit you with the Adept run by, pull away. Pick off a Stalker, run away. I do think if you put Hero in his shoes, he would have just blinked on the Immortals there and tried to focus him down.
Indeed. The fourth Nexus coming up for Cyan. He's got the freedom to do it. Like, what can Firefly do about this? Can't really stop it from happening. Oh, it looks like Firefly is trying to send out a probe to repower this gateway, and there's already 2 Zealots there. The probe pulls back.
Oh, man, sorry. I'm still a little bit affected by those force fields earlier.
Oh, my God. Yeah.
It's very rare you see such comic timing in the video game, but and placement. They kept thinking like he was trapped and he just moved in a new direction, but Firefly's doing a really good job of fighting from behind. It looks like Archons versus Archons going to be kind of the next step. So Firefly doesn't have like the big disruptor play. It's just going to be cannon, battery, defender's advantage, but a 10 worker advantage for Cyan. A little ahead on the upgrades as well. Definitely lots of things going for him. And these Stalkers, they're not done being a nuisance just yet.
Indeed. They're going to cancel on that fourth if they wanted it. I'm just happy to get some kills actually going for the pylon. Does not deny the warp in.
Yeah. Guaranteed kills there, though. 2 pylons, a probe, a zealot. This is just nice pickoffs. Doesn't cost him anything. And even gets another zealot there. A bit slow on that final blink. Could have done that one earlier.
Indeed. Oh, man.
Second robo bait for Firefly.
I mean,
it's a good comeback comp, but I think he's too late on it. I actually think he should double down on Archon Zealot if he's taken this long. I think it's like you rush to it like Max Head tried to against Jaishi before, or you just stay on the Zealot Archon. Right now, Yeah, he just is non-stop. That's like the 20th pair of Adepts going in. Good Zealot run by coming in, or Zealot drop, I should say. But look at this fourth. It's going to get taken down. And there is a cannon and battery at each base for Cyan. So with a warp in, Cyan can easily handle this.
It's a lot of Zealots. And it looks like he's going to take some damage back at home, but Cyan is hitting Firefly in three spots right now. He's got Adepts hitting the probes over at the third Nexus. The fourth is being cancelled by his initial wave there. And now he's got a chokehold on that natural.
Dude, I can't believe those Adepts were still alive. They literally wore out the shield battery of energy and then started killing probes and killed 10 workers. That is crazy. They've done so much damage. The third base getting breached there. Cyan not engaging further because he doesn't want to stumble into disruptors. His army does push back in on the natural right now. And we've got to, take a look at the natural to see his big army. It does crash through. Force field on the ramp. Trapped an Immortal on the low ground. Very nicely done. And the Zealots are cleaned up on the other side of the map at this point. Cyan at double the supply.
Baby.
Beautiful game for Cyan.
Nova comes in, kills an Immortal and a Sentry, but unfortunately that Nova needed to be about 40 times bigger and only hit offensive units and not friendly fire.
Oh, the Zealot's somehow still alive here. I guess depowering some gates will help you out. A few good fights. That was just one big Zealot warp in, but it caused so much trouble. Cyan, though, of course, focused on the more important stuff, which is the offense. Some Pyrrhic disruptor shots there, getting some nice hits, but it is, of course, from a position where already too much nasty was done to Firefly. Cyan takes game one.
Too much nasty indeed. Cyan up in the series on match point here against Firefly. And, I mean, Firefly, of course, we already had a comeback 2 maps in a row from in Max Ed series earlier. So we certainly could be saying goodbye to Cyan still, so it ain't over yet. Even though Cyan looked pretty convincing in that game, Firefly definitely had a good tug of war there for the first few minutes.
It's been a day of comebacks so far, Maynard. So yeah, it definitely wouldn't be like, oh yeah, no, it's definitely looking like it's going to be an easy one, because nothing has been easy so far for these players to close out. We thought XY was going to beat Firefly. Firefly clawed his way back from not just losing the first game, but being behind in the second game as well. And we likewise, we saw earlier, of course, Max said looking good versus Jaishi. Bit of a turnaround there. So yeah, it's obviously Coffee is going to be facing, him and Jaishi already through to the bracket. Time will be playing the winner of this matchup in the upper semis of the final bracket as well. We'll show you guys that after the entire match, of course.
Yes.
But damn, dude, PvP, Cyan, Firefly, that one was an exciting match. It was Proxy Gate Blink Aggression versus Proxy DT Shrine. It got scouted. DT still ran in, evaded stuff. It was back and forth Stalker aggression, Adepts going in. And I do think the Adepts were probably the main deciding factor, because there was so many pairs of Adepts just constantly getting in Firefly's business.
It feels like they killed 30 probes. You're not wrong. Like the MVP pylon on the bottom right there, getting those Adept warp-ins over and over again. Anyway, guys, we're going to take a short break. When we return, Cyan, Firefly, Game 2, do not go away. We'll see you then. G'day, StarCraft fans, and welcome back to the DreamHack Masters. I nearly said DreamHasters. DreamHack Masters main event here for China. I am Maynard, with me is Pig, and we're in the midst of our final best of 3 for the evening between Cyan and Firefly. This is our last best of 3 for the whole group stage. The winner of this series will go on to the playoffs, and the loser, unfortunately, will have to try again next season. Ugh.
Indeed, mate. Obviously, the cusp of victory and progression for Cyan, and it would be a bummer to see the previous champion, the one that upset time, that looked so good there, going out this early. He does, though, have, of course, a map for his error margin right now, so he definitely has a decent shot of being able to get through one more map, but PvP is a fickle creature.
Yeah, indeed. Like, it's and the matchup itself can be a bit of a meme sometimes. Sometimes you have the wrong tech or the wrong unit, and it can be lights out. But we will see. Of course, both these players very, very closely matched, I feel, even the Firefly with a better winning record against Cyan specifically. But Cyan in PvP is a beast. He's a monster. And you need to have a good PvP or a good PvT to do anything in China.
Indeed. Well, we are going to be going on into it. The bottom left of 2,000 atmospheres representing camels eating cactuses all around the world. This is none other than SSL. Oh my god, SSLT's Firefly.
Nailed it.
That's what I do.
And in the top right, the goodest gamer of good game gaming, it is Cyan. Now, Pig. The Terran have a pre-cut alpha unit named the Nomad. No Liquipedia page. What is it? What does it do? What does it look like?
The Nomad. Well, what it is, it basically is like, it's a large car, but it's kind of like a lorry, I guess, like a truck, right? But it's basically designed to kind of look like a camel. So similar to the Mechanical Panther, they said, hey, nomads often use camels to carry their stuff around the desert while going between oases and places with water and vegetation. And we know that it's a mechanical camel, basically.
Even if it's a skinny mechanical camel, we know that it is still bigger than a mechanical horse.
Absolutely. That is simply a science fact. I mean, you can starve it low on gas, haven't changed the oil in a while. It's still going to be running pretty smoothly, and it's just going to have thicker joints and more carrying capacity due to its larger bones.
All right. Okay. So you think it's a factory unit?
Absolutely, 100%. A support-focused one, though. You can use it to unpack, and it has a healing aura. And also, it heals mechanical units as well, because the nomadic people come out with their little spanners, and they heal up mechanical stuff as well.
So it's a factory unit called the Nomad that has nomads in it that are people.
That's right.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. Just making sure. I'm jotting this all down because obviously StarCraft 3 could happen at any moment, and I want to make sure that the people that make the big decisions get all this information from the highest level commentator and greatest streamer of all time in StarCraft 2, besides Zombie Drop, of course. The highest level and greatest streamer in StarCraft 2 that isn't Zombie Drop. Yep.
So I didn't realize you were still a StarCraft streamer, man. I thought you were the greatest Doom streamer.
No, I was talking about you.
Oh, what?
I'm asking you these questions. I'm not giving you any answers. You're giving me answers.
Well, you know what the answer is going to be needed in this game, mate? It's the answer to mass adepts out of Cyan. A very tricky build order. Especially the sentries don't help too much at fighting these adepts. Firefly going double Stalker into double Sentry Nexus. And it's going to be 4 adepts to start for Cyan. He's going to go for number 5 and number 6. Ooh. Doesn't queue up his 6th one right away, though. Interesting. There we go.
There we go. 5 and 6 adept on the way. These two do make it in.
These
sentries are in trouble.
Oh, no. Oh, my God. Okay, this time it looks like Firefly's force field's a little bit better than Cyan's in that last game.
A little bit. But the adepts are still a bit of a threat here. So they're going to get that probe on the right side. They can shark around the front here. Does Cyan reinforce this? He is actually sending more adepts across.
The thing is, a problem for Firefly is I don't think Firefly has any idea about it. So if he's caught out on that low ground, for instance, when the other adepts arrive, it could be big trouble. It's already quite a few probes going down. Now, I don't know if I agree with that, Shade. I kind of think he should have waited for it. But if that convinces Firefly to move down with his probes, these follow-up adepts could do big damage.
All right. Yeah, much faster robo here for Cyan as well. Get a prism across the map there to make things even easier for him if he does want to flood those gateway units. Just also got a, speaking of Adepts, hidden pylon up at 12
Adepts,
o'clock.
man.
Yeah, I like
Is there
it.
anything at home? 2 sentries.
2 sentries.
Oh, that's not what you need right now.
Firefly knows how this feels. Only having sentries against 2 Adepts.
Oh my lord, these Adepts are going to do big damage
Yep.
in the main base there. Meanwhile, the Warlock did get down just barely in time, but Adepts do beat Stalkers when they outnumber them 2-1, mate.
They sure do. And they're doing all right over here at the front line. Now, while Cyan's doing a lot of damage to Firefly, Firefly is doing a lot of damage to Cyan. Both players taking big damage on each side of the map here. Except Firefly might be taking just a little bit more if he keeps losing Stalkers.
Yeah, these Stalkers going down is big. Yes, 8 of Cyan's probes fell, but it's now shut down. He's back to mining at home. Both sides are trying to gather up and recover their economy, but a few Adepts do get out. And you can see on that battle report, it did favor Cyan quite a bit, picking off sentries and Stalkers, very valuable units. And now he can drop 4 Adepts inside the main.
Prism going to offer a lot of utility here for Cyan. One of the biggest threats with that Robo finishing up. Firefly misses that Prism through the middle of the map here. Main base is in a bit of peril here for Firefly. Observer's going to see the edge of it.
See, those 2 Adepts won't know about the Prism, though, so that can even further distract. Firefly moving across the map to try and catch these Stalkers, desperate to get some pickups here. And Cyan, oh, he's going to lose some of those Stalkers, but meanwhile, the Adepts, massive double Adept counterattack.
It is Adepts killing probes all day, every day here.
Oh.
And Cyan, I mean, Firefly unfortunately going out with a bit of a whimper instead of a bang, but Cyan just basically showed us a death by 1,000